What brought you guys to Dubai? I feel like we talked about this when I first met you, but I just am more curious about that.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, okay. So I was DJing in the UK, just around like the local cities and stuff. And then I got approached for a residency in Dubai. I'd never been there, like never lived there. And I was just like, "Do you know
For a
what?
residency
Why
straight out of the
not?"
gate.
Yeah, it was for STK, you know the brand STK. So
Yeah, I
went
do.
over there.
I know them very well. Yes, okay.
Yeah, so I was working
It's a
in
steakhouse, right?
the steakhouse, yeah, that has like the
Yeah, yeah,
parties and
yeah,
people on the tables and stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, I basically flew out and started that. Just moved in like 3 weeks to Dubai, and then met Jen when it was COVID, and then we just started working together. So we've been working together now for 3 years, I think.
Yeah, three
So
years. But I
relatively,
was
wow.
I, well, I was in Bali before for like 5 years, and I moved over in like 2017 to Dubai. Just like I like never even wanted to live there or whatever, but I don't know, just I moved there after Bali, and it just ended up loving it.
You just picked it randomly.
No, I met a girl, like my ex-girlfriend was cabin crew for Emirates, so she lived in Dubai. So we did like
Cool.
long distance from Bali to Dubai for a while, and then I was just like,
Wait, what is
I'd been in
that
Bali
flight
for like
like?
five. It was like I think it's like 13 hours or something, really long.
That is commitment. This girl must have been
Well,
special.
I wasn't doing it. She was coming to me
Oh,
because she
okay.
was working.
Okay. Okay.
I
Nice.
didn't have to do that.
Amazing. Wow. Bali is I'm playing a festival there in August and I it's a one-off and it's like 27 hours of travel each because then I have to go to France afterwards. So it's like 27 hours and 30 hours of travel. And I was like, if I'm doing this, I have to have a full week in Bali of just nothing. But next time you're in Bali, I don't know if you've where you were, but W Hotels has a W Bali there, and they have a recording studio that
Yeah.
is always open to use if you ever want to go back and
Oh,
jam.
amazing. That would be amazing,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, they're
Is that the
great
one in
there. They're where?
Seminyak, the W
Yeah,
Hotel in
yeah,
Seminyak?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
nice.
Yeah, and they'll hook you up with a room, and you
Bit.
can work and hang out and go back and use that as a vacation, hopefully. Well, that is awesome.
Amazing.
Okay, well, I'm sorry since I'm so late. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm going to read your little blurb and then ask you a few questions. It'll be painless, hopefully. You are listening to Femme House Radio
Okay.
with your host, LP Giobbi, and this week we have UK born DJ and producer duo Jenn, Getz, and Alfie, who burst into the scene in 2020 by joining forces to become Dubai's only female DJ duo. Oh. They started their career as residents at Dubai's number one nightclub, Soho Garden, warming up for the likes of Jamie Jones, Sunny Federa, MK, and Hot Since '82, to name a few. And it is actually where I first saw these girls play, as they played right before me at the very same club. And I was blown away and incredibly impressed with them. With releases on
Aw.
Sonny Federa's label, To a Room, Adobe and Free Your Mind, and major support from industry giants such as Sam Divine, Idris Elba, Mark Knight, Jaguar, and Danny Howard, these girls are ones to watch. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Wow. I feel
Hello.
shy now.
Very impressive. Welcome to Femme House Radio. Jenn and Alfie, tell us your origin story. How did you get into DJing and producing, and how did you find each other?
You can go.
um, I started learning to DJ on a boat party in Bali, and that was that was it basically. Like I just fell in love with it. Me and Alfie are similar actually. We both used to dance. We both trained as dancers, so I guess counting music and music was always in our lives. But for me, I learned in Bali, yeah, and then
Wait,
met.
so you just there was a DJ deck on a boat, and you were like, "Oh, okay, boom, play, I got this." Like, was there
No,
somebody that was like, "Here are the knobs," and
yeah, no. So I was managing the boat, and I used to sit next to the DJ every time, and I did like 300 boat parties, and I would just like watch what he was doing, understand the music. So then I asked him, like, I would just like watch him for hours. The boat party was 5 hours. I would watch him 5 hours 3 times a week, and just like then I kind of got it,
that's
and he started teaching
incredible.
me. Yeah, and then it used
How
to be
awesome.
there was like 1 hour where they would stop the boat and everyone would jump off. So then I just started DJing house music in that hour. So no one was really listening, but like I was practicing, and that's how it started.
That is incredible. And then how did you start
And then I
producing
guess,
music?
well, we joined forces. So I came up through the UK scene and moved to Dubai for a residency. And then we met each other in COVID when we weren't allowed to DJ, like there was no DJs, it was all. So we started jamming together. We met each other at a brunch that was put on for DJs that couldn't work right now and things like that.
Oh, cool.
So we started sort of jamming together. We did like a little pirate radio thing, just
Cool.
just because we had nothing else to do. And then we kind of figured that we worked really well together. Our blend of sounds was like it was unheard of because we blended two different sounds and it was really really nice. And then we got into producing, and it's kind of just been a back and forth really. Like we hear things we like, we give an idea. We're really good at communicating. It's because obviously there's two of us. We need to like check if one likes it, if one doesn't. And yeah, now here we are. It's kind of snowballed.
Oh, it's so nice to have that to, because I can be sitting in Ableton listening to a loop forever. And it would be so nice if somebody was like, no, or like, yes, just move on. I'm always like, sometimes I call people, I'm like, what do you think of it? Like holding up a phone. Like, it's really awesome to have somebody to just help you move through that process. I think that's great. So speaking of productions, your newest track, No, is out on March 22nd on Divine Sounds. Tell us why this track is so important to you.
Oh, it's a very special track. It's very meaningful. Um, so it's such a long story, but we need to cut it short. So it's about something happened. Oh, Alfie, you do it. I can't explain it very well.
It's okay if you don't need to cut it short
We
because
will
this
go
one is
off
an
in
important run.
tangent.
I've listened to the track and I really believe in it. Tell the story as you need to tell it.
Okay, Alfie, you go for it. I'm
Okay,
blubbing.
so the track is called No. And the main
No
focus of the
exclamation
track
point.
Yeah.
exclamation point capital. And the main purpose of the track is no means no, and it's such an important message for women, like females. Like we always wanted to make a track about, obviously in this club scene and this era that we're in, there's a lot of unwanted behavior towards women, like assault, groping, catcalling, all of that. So we wanted to kind of make a track based on, no means no. It's not like, not right now, or, it's like no. And we got sent this top line by the lovely Lauren Lamont, and literally it said no means no, and we were like, this is the one. We have to use this one. Like this is the
How
one.
magical.
And then it's just, yeah, created this track. It's all based on the lyrics and what it means.
I cannot wait to
And
play it out. It's incredible.
the really crazy thing was that when we were in Ibiza, me and Alfie were doing like a closing set in Eden, and we were just like watching all the people like totally like wrecked, from above. We were just like drinking
So
water or
fucked.
whatever. And yeah, so fucked. And it was just like really sad, like to just see like these guys all over these girls. They didn't know what was going on. And Sam Divine was there, and we had a conversation with her, like kind of touching on the I guess the subject, but it was like 4 a.m. in Ibiza, like it's not really the time to have a serious conversation. But like what's
Yeah.
funny is that we decided we wanted to write a song about it, and then we got the top line, and then Sam signed it. So it's like a crazy thing of events where it's like done a full 360,
Well,
and
y'all were
nothing was forced.
manifesting that. I mean,
Yeah,
not
for
to use that
sure.
word, and that word can be,
Definitely.
annoying, but in you truly, that's the right use of the word here. That is incredible. How, I
Yeah,
mean, that must have blown Sam away too. How special is that?
yeah,
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
definitely.
I love that you have an all-female team with your management and agency. I get asked so often by aspiring artists, how do you get a team? How do you put together a team? Which is a lot of what our Miami Music Week panel is about. Can you tell us how you started working with your team?
Um, our manager saw us. Actually, it's like another universe thing. So someone introduced her to us, but like a year before we were even like working together. And then I guess a year later, she sent a WhatsApp just being like, "Hey, I'm moving to Dubai, whatever." And then it was like never the right time. And then she came to Soho Garden and saw us playing, and she kind of approached us saying like, "Do you need some help? Like, I'd love to help you." And then we had her on a guest on our radio show. And then when we were interviewing her live on air, she started talking about like what she was doing, what she'd been doing, who she is, and then it kind of just like all came together from there, really. And then
Yeah, she came on to talk about her company, which is a female empowerment in the industry company, and we were like, "Oh, okay.
Yep,
We
totally.
really, really like you. Like you totally get our vision and alignment, and yeah, she's amazing."
oh,
She is so
George,
special, and she cares so
Oh,
much about you, and
sorry.
pushes you and reps you so hard, and that's the most important thing in a manager is how much they believe in you. So congrats on that. I think that's really beautiful, and I really enjoy her. um, well, thank you so much for being guests on Femme House Radio. I've been a huge fan since I saw y'all play in Dubai, and I'm so excited that you're coming to the US. You're about to kick off your US tour. You'll be at Miami Music Week. Make sure to track these two wonderful women down, talk to them about their music. They are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for being guests on Femme House Radio. We love what you do, and we are here to support you.
Thank
thank you
you for
so
having
much for having us. Thank you for getting us
Yeah,
involved.
thank you.